Have you ever done something to your body and immediately regretted it? Well, I've got this story for you. So, hey, Cece Cheney here, and yesterday I let hubby choose our date day activities, right? Which, cool. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be really honest. His choice started off really great, right? He turned to me and he said, "Hey, do you want to go to the botanical gardens here in Medellin?" And I was like, "Yes." Right? I was like, "Yes, let's do that. That sounds so good, right?" And I'm gonna be honest, it was amazing, right? We sort of leisurely strolled around for a couple of hours, and we learned all about, the biodiversity of the country. We saw some cool creatures. I even shared a little video in my stories about an iguana that we saw that was huge, right? We saw some really interesting plants that we didn't know were here. It was a fun day. I'm gonna tell you that, right? Now, that could have been a great date by itself, but hubby wasn't done, right? He had more that he wanted me to see. So we went sightseeing around town, right? He was like, "You know what, let's hop on the train and let's go here." And then he was like, "You know what, you've never been on the Metro Plus, which is a special bus line, right?" And he's like, "I'm going to take you there." And we were walking all over town, right? Up and down hills, all over the place. And by the time the day was over, his activity tracker said that he had walked 18,000 steps. Now, Jason takes ginormous steps, right? He's a giant and he takes ginormous steps. And when I had my own activity tracker, I was usually 2 to 3,000 steps more than him, right? Trying to keep up when we were out together. So I knew that my body was gonna be a mess, right? So when we finally got home, my entire lower half was done, right? So I don't know if you remember this, but maybe a year ago I was telling you about some workouts that I were doing that was like killing my thighs, right? Which is that area where your thigh hits your butt, right? Well, my entire lower half was done, like from the very top of my booty all the way down to the tips of my toes. Were like, okay, I felt every step of those steps that you had, right? And I was like, oh goodness gracious, I am going to be miserable when I wake up, right? Like I already had that knowingness that, oh, it was gonna hurt tomorrow, right? Like the regret was setting in. Not on the date, right? I love obviously date days with hubby, not on the things that we did or the things that we saw, but just how much I knew my body was gonna hurt. And then I remembered. I was like, holy cannoli, I've still got some of our pain relieving squares, right? I'd actually gotten a free box with my Black Friday order, and I hadn't used it, right? And so I had been using them very, very regularly for pain that I was having with my cycle, right? TMI there, right? But ever since I got on our hormonal balance pills, I haven't needed them. I have been pain free during my cycle the last 2 months, and so I have not used them. And I was like, yes, 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 yes. I am going to be grabbing these and using them. So I grabbed two of our squares, and I remembered, like, it was like complete downloads from the universe. Do not forget this, do not forget this. And I remembered that if I added a drop of black pepper oil, I would be able to get some added benefit because it has its own cannabinoid. I didn't know that, right? And I applied one to each cheek, right? So much TMI for you guys today. You're welcome. But the good news was, and this is what's so exciting, I woke up this morning and I could walk. Right, I was totally prepared to wake up this morning and not be able to move or do anything, but I have just a mild soreness, right? Like I am good to go, which is incredible, right? I was like completely floored at how effective that was. So I wanted to remind you, if you are one of our existing customers and you're using our squares, be sure that you're getting that added extra benefit of the black pepper oil to enhance the effectiveness. So if you don't have the black pepper oil and you need it, shoot me a message. Let's get you that. And if you are struggling with pain and you'd like some more info, I can attest to these babies, right? I can attest these suckers work. And if you'd like some more info, I can send that to you. Just shoot me a message and let me know. Otherwise, that's what I have for you today, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Ciao.